What's up, homies? It's your boy Cat back at it again with another deck profile. Today we're going to be profiling Luticia, the only lyrical deck I will ever play because I truly do enjoy this deck. It's very dumb, it's very easy, not very hard to pilot. Perfect if you want to just turn your brain off and just maybe get some easy W's. Starting off the deck profile with the right line, of course, we have the 0 to 3 for Luticia. 0 is just a basic starter. The grade 1 written by a grade 2 allows you to put a card into the bottom of your deck and search for an order, which they're called curse plays in this deck. Really good. You'll see in a bit what the cursed orders do. And the grade 2 has the ability that as long as you have a cursed order in your soul, you can soul blast a card with Luticia in its card name in order to ride for free. Now, what does the main grade 3 do? Well, when you play an order, she gets +5 until the end of the turn. And then if you have 2 or more in your soul, when you attack, you can counterblast 1 to draw a card and give her +5. But if you have 4 or more, you get to ditch a card from your hand, restand her, and have drive -1 till end of turn. So she is your 4th attack. But coming from your Vanguard, that's really good because that means you have 3 drives during your turn. And hopefully the more triggers you see, the easier the game will be, and you just get those easy W's. Moving on, I'm going to start off actually with the orders, because these are the whole purpose of the deck. So we have 2 at the moment, which we max out. We have Sparkle, and then we have Twinkle. Sparkle allows you to Soul Charge 1, and then you get to call a unit with a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard to the board, and it gets +5. And before I forget, both the orders go into the soul after you play them. That matters, again, for Luticia because she cares about the orders in your soul, and another unit cares about them. And then Twinkle is just extra shield. She gives you 15k, and if you have 4 more cursed plays in your soul, you're allowed to draw a card. Just more shield value during your opponent's turn. Honestly, both these orders are incredible. This lets you build a little board. This allows you to protect yourself. And as you saw, it allows you to get an extra attack with your Vanguard, another draw, gives your Vanguard +5. And with another unit, gives it more power as well. Moving on to the grade 3s. Playing just 3 more of the Luticia. You want to see Persona Ride. Again, she is the main powerhouse of this deck. Incredibly good. Going on to the grade 2s. We play 4 Nostria. And then just 3 Ludwig. So honestly, this card, not that great, but there is no better option at the moment. When Festival Collection comes out, we do get those grade 3 OT users, which will definitely replace her in a heartbeat, no questions asked. But if you don't have that card, and you maybe have another card you want to try out, this card right here is definitely your flex spot. All she does is as long as you have 2 or more cursed plays in your soul, you get the Soul Blast 1 and she gets +10k. Not bad. She becomes 20k base, 30 on a Persona Ride, but as you'll see, we have way better cards, such as Nostria. When placed, as long as you have a Vanguard with Luticia, doesn't matter the grade of your Vanguard or your opponent's, you get to look at the top 3 and put a card into your soul, and the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order you'd like. She allows you to filter to your deck. She is your best card. She also, as long as you have 2 or more curse play cards in your soul, she gets +5. If you have 4 or more, she gets +15. So she becomes 25, basically for free. So already better than this card. But even if you only have 2, she's 15 base, 25 on a Persona Ride. But the fact that she could just filter to your deck, leaving your deck full of triggers, thinning out the cards you don't want, because it doesn't have to be order cards, it can be any card you don't want. So if you see her in there, no orders, you can just throw that in there and not draw it, not drive check it. She is the best card in your deck right next to Luticia, which is why we max out on her. Moving on, we have the grade 1s. We have 4 Yuika and 4 Aura. And of course, we have the mandatory 4 PGs. You already know what PGs do at this point, not much to talk about them. You just gotta play them because they're staples. Now these cards are the expensive cards, and they're expensive for a reason. Yuika, while your opponent's grade 3 and you play a unit in front of her, she'll give that unit +5. I forget about that a lot, because her main effect is at the end of battle she boosts a rear guard, you get the Soul Blasted card and return that unit back to your hand. And if you remember, we have a card on place that filters. This is one of the best columns you can build because you get to filter, swing, bounce her back to your hand, and repeat that process. And once your opponent hits grade 3, she's giving her +5, she gives herself +5 or +15. It is a very broken column, extremely good. Aura is not bad herself either, because at the end of the battle, this unit boosted hits. You can retire her, and you can search an order card and add it to your hand. Just straight search, no look at top 5, top 7. She just gets a order as long as you boost with her and the attack hits. These two cards are pretty expensive. Last time I checked, she was about $30. I don't remember what Aura is. I was lucky enough to get them when they were relatively decently priced. But if you're going to play this deck, I honestly do think you need both of these because they just work, synergize extremely well with the deck. Max 4 of all of them. Moving on to the triggers. We're playing 4 crits, 4 front, 3 draws, 4 heals, and of course the Lyrical OT. Not much to say about the OT. The lineup of the triggered. So you can definitely play around with the lineup. You can make this 8 crit, 3 draw, 8 crit, 3 front, 8 front, 3 crit. There is no real set trigger lineup for Luticia, which is really cool about her. She carries the deck herself. You can have a lot of fun with the deck. You don't really have to worry about being super competitive. She will do all the work for you. So you can definitely mess around with this. Like, for instance, I specifically played these 2 heals because I thought their names were funny. 2 of us rhyme and 2 of us flow. That is the only reason why I played them. It just makes me giggle. And I don't even have to worry about it because Luticia just carries me. I don't even have effect triggers, as you can see. No fronts, draws, or crits, because in this deck, again, you could just play whatever you'd like. But if you were to play this deck competitively, I would definitely recommend the effect triggers. The lineup for the heals, again, up to your locals, up to the tournament you're going to head to. I just really like these 2 because of aesthetics, and the name's funny. But yep, that is the deck profile. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. This is personally one of my favorite decks. Been playing it ever since it came out. And this is Cat from Monkey Making Moose Plays. I'll see you on the next one.